Hello, how are you today? Lindsay Norman here. Today, I'm going to be starting a series on what really is my favorite topic. It is our company's compensation plan. This compensation plan series, I'm actually going to do in a series of 4 to 5 trainings because I want everything to stay nice and short. And at doTERRA, we get paid in 4 ways. So I want to make sure that there is a short video for each of the 4 ways that we get paid. Now, I absolutely love our compensation plan. Ultimately, that's what sealed the deal for me to choose doTERRA. It wasn't only that they have an amazing company and I love their culture. It's a culture of giving back, but also doing business at a very, very high level of integrity, trust, but also effectiveness. Like they bring in the best of the best. They bring in the best of the best researchers, doctors, business owners. Like it literally, the caliber of people in this company is insane. So when I was looking around and trying to see what is a great fit for me, of course, I'm looking at product. How are people responding to the product? Does the customer like the product? I'm looking at the business model. But at the end of the day, anytime you're going to go build a business somewhere, you want to get paid. And so because this was my second time around with a network marketing business in the direct sales industry, I really wanted to make sure that I was going to be in a model and a comp plan that would benefit me in the long run for building a business over time that aligned with my gifts of truly wanting to build a business that will lead to financial freedom and time freedom. And I wanted to not only know that it was possible, but I wanted to be able to see that other people are doing it too. So today I'm going to share my screen with you. And I'm going to go through what we call the build guide in doTERRA. And you can actually Google this. So if you go to Google, all of this is public, which is another thing I love, is the transparency in our company. So you can go to US doTERRA build guide, and this is going to pop up. So everything I'm going to share with you today is available for the public. What you're looking at is pages 6 and 7. So I'll kind of give you a brief overview here. On page 6 and 7, you're looking at the paid ranks here. So you're going to look at elite, which is like the first paid level in doTERRA. And all the way up to on page 7, you're going to see the presidential diamond. Okay. So what I like, and as you're looking at this, if you happen to go download it, I want you to notice a couple of things about this. One, the colors on the bottom are going to let you know which part of the compensation plan are getting paid out. And I think that's really significant so that you know that, because if you go to the next page, you're going to notice that all those colors coordinate into a section of the comp plan. So I'm going to actually just be talking about the red section today, the fast start bonus. The other thing that I want you to see, however, on here is I want you to see the average months that it takes for people to get to these levels. Now, these are true numbers. So these are going to be people who are brand new to the industry, all the way to people who have been in the industry before. The average person who has hit elite, it takes about 3 months to get to elite. If you're looking up in the higher ranks, because my guess is if you're looking at this video, you're like, I want to know like what is at the higher ranks, how long on average does it take to get there? You're looking at platinum, which the average is $10,000 a month. Again, these are also real numbers. These are based on the real averages at this level. So at $10,000 a month for a platinum on average, it takes on average 37 months to get there. So you're looking at about 3 years for the average platinum. And then diamond here, we'll move a few things down. It takes just like about 3.5 years on average to get to diamond, where the average pay is just over $17,000 a month. And then if you're looking at, hey, who's here at the top at blue, diamond, and presidential, on average, it takes people about 6 and 7 years to get to this level. The people who have gotten there, that's how long it's taken them to get there. Now, I've seen people get to these levels in 3 years. Some people takes 10 years. We've heard lots of different stories, success stories, but it's absolutely incredible. Now, the other thing that I do want you to understand and know is in doTERRA, you can actually get to the rank of presidential diamond, which is at the top. And if you choose, you can actually start to build all over again. So you can actually build a second presidential diamond team. And yes, you make double. So I know several people who have done this. I know several people who are doing this. They're actively doing it. We're seeing the successes of this. It is insane. And if you wanted to do it a third time, you can do that too. So it's not like you ever get to the top and you're like, I've arrived. If you're like, I'm still motivated by impact and I'm still motivated by the good that I can do in the world and the way that I can give back. And, at this level, when you're getting paid this month, this much, you're beyond your wants and your needs and your family. This is more about impact at this point. And so I just love that there's no cap. You can just keep going if you want to. Now, the other thing that I'm going to mention here is the average number of people who are at these levels, because I know that was important for me. I'm like, your numbers are really great. It's nice to see that, but I'm like, how many people are actually earning that income at those levels? So in doTERRA, there are over 1,000 people at the level of platinum. There are over 1,000 people at the level of diamond. And then when you're looking at blue diamond and presidential, there are over 350 blue diamonds and there are over 100 presidential diamonds. So really helpful, again, when you're looking at is there really potential here? Are people actually doing it? And is it more than just a handful of people? The answer is yes. So that's a bit of an overview of the comp plan here. I'll explain more and probably at the end, after I do each of these, the series of 4, where I'm showing you really what these 4 areas and how you're earning are. If I feel like I've covered everything that's important, I'll just do this series in 4 videos, but otherwise I will do a 5th and just kind of wrap it all up for you. So we're going to look at the fast start bonus first. You're going to notice here on the bottom, that fast start bonus is like a bright reddish orange. And when you're I'm going to pop back up here on page 6, when you're looking at elites, okay, the level of elite, that's that introductory level, leadership level, you're going to notice that a lot of this, pretty much all of this, is from your fast start bonuses. Now, fast start is paid out every week. And so as long as, and I'll actually talk about how you get paid, there's only one requirement in doTERRA for getting paid, and that's at all levels. Okay, so it's really amazing. It's really great. It's not complicated. So one requirement in order to get paid. So your weekly fast start bonus is based on anybody that you enroll. So essentially, any new customer or new advocate that you enroll, you are going to earn 20% on whatever they order in their first 60 days. Now, in doTERRA, we have a 73% customer retention rate, which is really amazing, which means many customers are actually ordering every month, if not more frequently even than that. So getting that 20% in that customer's first 60 days is super helpful. And those, again, get paid out weekly. So that's great there. The other thing I want to point out is doTERRA is really, I love their comp plan for so many reasons, but one of them is because they pay you out for collaboration. So what I mean by that is, if you notice here, so it says enrollment level 1, 20%. So like when I was starting with doTERRA and I was trying to figure out, how do I enroll a customer? How do I serve them? What do I say? What if I don't know product? My upline was helping me with that. And so I would earn 20% on my customer when I would enroll him or her. And then my upline would earn 10% on my new customer enrollment. And my upline's upline earns 5%. So a total of 35% is actually paid out on new enrollments. But what I like about that is it really encourages collaboration together. So now, let's say I have a new builder who I have personally enrolled, and they enroll a customer, and I'm teaching them how to enroll a customer, and I'm collaborating with them. My new advocate is going to get 20% from their new customer that they've enrolled for that new customer's first 60 days. I am going to earn 10% off of my advocate's new customer volume. And now my upline also earns 5%. So it really encourages you, like, yes, help out your team members. We are going to pay you out for that. We want this culture of collaboration. So like I said, those get paid out weekly. Now, how do you get paid? You get paid in doTERRA by having 100 PV, and I'll explain what that is in just a minute. 100 PV in your cart at all times, in your loyalty rewards cart. And you need to submit one 100 PV order, at least 100 PV. If you're using the stuff for your family, you're going to go way over. But at least a 100 PV order each month in order to get paid. That's it. That's all that's required. And so what I really like about that is, one, I really appreciate the integrity that's in that, because if we're selling product, doTERRA wants to make sure that you're actually taking the product that you're making money on. And so it's not about a head count amount in order to get paid. It's not about your personal sales. It's all just about, did you place your own personal order that's at least 100 PV or more this month? And you need to have 100 PV in your cart every month, or sorry, yeah, every month. And then you're getting paid out your fast starts weekly. Okay, so that's the only requirement. PV, what is PV? PV is like doTERRA's currency. So do we still have dollars? Yes, we do, of course. But PV stands for point value. Every product in doTERRA has a point value. So what that allows us to do is have a global compensation program that goes across all countries, all currencies. So I'm able to have a customer in Brazil. I'm able to have a customer or a team member in Italy, Germany, New Zealand, China, Australia. We're in like 80 plus countries. So I'm able, because of our PV currency, as a business owner, I love that, because that allows me to have a standard currency. So I can bring on new customers and new team members from pretty much anywhere in the globe, on the globe. So it opens up so many possibilities to me, and I'm able to get paid for it as I build, not just in my own country, but even beyond my borders. So this week, we just went over the fast start bonus. And of course, I also gave you an introduction to our compensation plan. You might say, well, what happens after the customer's first 60 days? They are going to go into our unilevel, which you're going to see in a little while. That will be part number 3 of our series. And that unilevel is super impressive. I know just a year in, my unilevel is over $5,500 per month. And that has been a great experience for me personally. And I'm going to show you how I was able to do that. I also want to say that that was my experience personally, but unilevel is really amazing. So after your customers have their first 60 days, now you can still get paid on whatever volume that they're producing when they order, but it's going to get paid out through another way in our compensation plan. So that was our fast start bonus and our introduction to doTERRA's compensation plan. Stay tuned for part number 2. I think you're going to keep loving what you hear. Have a great day.